can hear me now.
Who are you? On the night of his first hunt, the moon spoke back. You heard Lunara, didn't you? You knew? Why didn't you tell me? Only those chosen by destiny hear her voice. A darkness older than the forest awakens.
Tell me what I must do.
Your strength is not your claws, it is your heart. Guided by this wisdom, Aarok journeyed into the shadow.
So the moon sends a child, the shadow hissed.
I am not a child, Aarok replied. I am the forest's heart. He closed his eyes, and a golden light pulsed from his chest, washing over the land, healing the corruption. As a new dawn broke, a new guardian watched over the forest. His roar echoed through the valley, not a cry of a cub, but of a king. Years later, watching the sunset, Ruvo shared a final proverb. Remember, the deepest shadows are not banished by the sharpest claws, but by a single, unwavering heart that chooses to be the light.
Narrator. In a world painted with sunlight and shadow, there lived a family of tigers. Kale, the strong, Lyra, the swift, and Aarok, the dreamer. While his siblings learned the ways of the hunt, Aarok learned the shapes of the clouds and the language of the wind. This difference was a seed of conflict. Kale. Aarok, you lost us the kill. Your head is always in the sky. Narrator. His mother saw his difference with a heart full of worry, but his father saw it with a quiet patience, sensing a strength Kale could not measure. Aarok's mother. He does not have the hunter's instinct. How will he survive? Aarok's father. There is more than one kind of strength, my dear. His path is just not the one we have walked. Narrator. One night, a new voice joined the wind. A whisper from the moon, heard only by Aarok. Lunara. Aarok. Narrator. He tried to share this wonder, but it only deepened the chasm between him and his brother. Kale. Moon whispers. You're becoming a fool, little brother. You bring shame on us. Narrator. But where his brother offered scorn, his sister offered solace. Lyra. Maybe it's a song no one else is meant to hear. I believe you, Aarok. Narrator. With that small spark of faith, Aarok left home, seeking the one soul who might understand. The ancient sage, Ruvo. In a grove hidden from time, the sage heard his tale. Ruvo, you are not imagining things, young one. You are awakening. An ancient prophecy speaks of a great shadow that will come to swallow the light. And it speaks of a champion, chosen not for their might, but for their heart. A soul who can hear the moon's song. Narrator. Under Ruvo's guidance, Aarok learned to listen. He learned that true power came not from claw, but from calm. Just as he began to understand, the great shadow fell. A tide of living darkness. It bled the life from the forest. Aarok rushed to face it, but his courage was not enough. The shadows were endless, his strength all too finite. Narrator. Defeated, despair took hold. The taunts of his brother echoed in his mind. But then, another voice. Lyra's faith. And finally, the moon spirit. No longer a whisper, but a command. Lunara. You are its child. You are the dawn. Roar, child of the moon. Narrator. A beam of pure moonlight pierced the gloom, and in its heart, Aarok was reborn. He rose, cloaked in lunar fire. He roared, and his roar was light, a cleansing wave that tore through the darkness. The shadows once invincible, now dissolved into nothing. He faced the heart of the void, and with all the strength of his spirit, he let out one final definitive cry of light that shattered the darkness for good. Narrator. As the sun rose, his family found him. No longer a strange dreamer, but a savior. Kale looked at him not with scorn, but with awe. Kale. I was wrong, brother. Narrator. He had always looked to the sky, and in the end, the sky had answered. And so began the legend of Aarok, the tiger who spoke to the moon and became its roar.